Hey YouTubers, this is Bob Hickman. It is so good to be back with you. Well, I am sitting here contemplating my crystal, trying to get a sense of what's going on in the universe. Today happens to be a very mysterious day. Today is the day of the dark moon. Some people call it the new moon. I call it dark moon. And the dark moon is a phase of the moon where the moon actually does not appear in the sky. Well, it actually does appear, but it's like a black disk. You can hardly see it. But for those who are very observant, you can see the moon on the dark moon. It appears like literally a black disk in the sky. I was here today reading my Witch's Spell a Day Almanac, and it's interesting because it mentions that not only is it the dark moon today, but it's also a solar eclipse. And I have to tell you, I'm not one, as I said, I don't believe in doom and gloom, but this is the second major sign in a month that, to me, from an astrological perspective, has me concerned. You remember last month we talked about the blood moon. And for those of you who didn't see that, I'll put the video below. But I told you that I'm concerned about the blood moon because I feel it foreshadows some major world event that could be like a war of some nature. Well, we now have the dark moon in Taurus and also a solar eclipse today. And for a solar eclipse to happen on the dark moon, I feel is also another very interesting sign. Prophetically, what I feel this represents is some sort of coming financial crisis. Taurus is all about earth energy. It's about grounding. It's money. It's here and now. And both of these signs occurring at the same time, I feel could foreshadow some form of economic crisis, whether a stock market crash or some type of war that would trigger a financial imbalance. But again, this is in a month, a second sign astrologically that has me just somewhat concerned. Now, I'm not trying to make everybody run screaming in the night, but I think we want to kind of just pay attention and be aware. So last month we had the blood moon, and that was in Libra, and now we have the dark moon in Taurus with the solar eclipse on the same day. Coincidence? Could be. But I still believe there is something to astrology. I do believe that the heavens give us signs. And for those of us who practice the pagan paths, particularly the Wiccan paths, we know that Wicca means to be wise. And so wise people watch the signs and are observant. So anyways, what that foreshadows, we'll see. I do feel it has an economic impact that may be of a global nature. So let's watch that. Anyway, since we're talking about the dark moon, I thought I would read to you the spell today from the Witch's Almanac. And this is I think, a very appropriate spell because it helps us work with the dark moon energy. I've noticed in my own life that whenever the dark moon comes, my energy drops. I sleep more, I'm less energized. And I never realized this till somebody pointed it out to me. Somebody said one time, oh, you want to go out and go shopping? And one time, this is a few years ago, and I said, oh, I don't know. I'm so tired, I feel like sleeping. And they said, oh, yeah, it is dark moon energy. I said, what do you mean dark moon energy? And they said, well, whenever it's a dark moon, people's energy tends to drop. And then what I find interesting is I started charting this, and I noticed definitely an energy pattern in my own energy cycles that does seem to correspond to that dark moon. So, I think that's kind of interesting. Anyways, I thought we would read the spell, though, today. And instead of just sitting around waiting and feeling ominous, because I told you guys I'm not into scaring people, we're going to use that energy and bring some transformation. Okay? So let's look at the spell today. It says rest and relax. That's the name of the spell. It says the new moon is a time to rest, recuperate, and restore balance and energy to our lives. So often we are on go, go, go. We have to stop and remind ourselves to take a break. We have to let our minds and bodies slow down and possibly even heal. Use the darkness of the new moon to give yourself a much-needed time out. If you can, stand outside in the dark, and even just in a window looking out towards the dark night sky, and say the following. Rest and restore, moon of lore, allow me time to mend, time to recharge, balance my soul, my heart and mind transcend. Isn't that beautiful? It says, repeat this chant 3 times and then settle in for a good night's sleep. Sprinkle a few drops of lavender or jasmine oil on your pillow to help your body fully relax and restore itself. I think that's wonderful. So I'm going to read that chant one more time so you guys can get it. Rest and restore, moon of lore, allow me time to mend, time to recharge, balance my soul, my heart and mind transcend. That's beautiful. So, you might want to meditate on that and try that tonight. Just do that chant. Go out under the dark moon, or at least look out at it. I think that would be wonderful. So anyways, guys, I just want to bring these thoughts to you. We'll be watching all the global events. We'll see how this astrological energy plays out in the coming days. But I'm just glad you're here at Spirit Channel. If you're new here, we'd love you to join us. Kind of hit that subscribe button. Be part of us. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. And we'd have a lot of fun having you here. And I hope you guys will just keep watching. Listen, give you a quick update. I'm still having trouble with comments, so don't worry. I'm not ignoring you. I am reading your comments. Thank you. Comments in the box below. And this week on Thursday, we are going to do horoscopes for the month of May. So you want to be here on Thursday, and on the weekend I will do messages from the spirit world. So that's going to be our agenda. So we got a lot coming up here. So watch for horoscopes on Thursday. Be here. Don't miss it. It's real important. Okay. We're going to talk a little more about some of the astrological energy that's coming in the month of May as well. Okay. If you haven't gotten this book, I recommend it, Witch's Spell Day Almanac. I'm not being paid by Lavelle. This is my personal belief. But I would love for you guys to check this out and get it. Also, I want to show you guys, talking about Wiccan stuff, how you like my Triquetra t-shirt, huh? You guys may remember the TV show Charmed a few years ago. Well, this was the symbol that the witches on the show used. But it was actually a real witchcraft symbol even before the show. But I'm enjoying that. And because it's dark moon, I'm wearing my Mother Kali pendant. Kalima! Isn't that cool? So I tell you, I'm gonna do that chant tonight under the dark moon and raise the power. And I hope you guys will do it too. Listen, tell me in the comments below, have you ever worked with dark moon energy? What was it like for you? I'd sure love to hear your experiences. Anyways, guys, thanks for being here. Thumbs up, comments in the box below. Like this, favorite it, share it with your friends, and subscribe. Get your friends to subscribe. We want to build a great force here at Spirit Channel. I'm so glad you're here. Listen, be back Thursday, horoscopes, every zodiac sign. For those of you who new, I cover all 12 signs. Every single person watching that video gets a horoscope for themselves for the month, okay? So check it out. Be there. We'll see you Thursday. Blessings to you. We'll see you soon. Blessed be.